6 Oloris, 1 throne. What Queen Naomi's return means for the palace women. My people. In fact, when I hear this gist, I say, hey, it don't happen again. No, it don't happen again. The truth be told, now 1 throne, no, but 6 women already on ground. And they say with Queen Naomi's return now, what could it mean? What Queen Naomi return, what will it mean for these palace women? Because we've heard a whole lot how these women are to face so many challenges, so many things happening in the palace, and how they will have to just deal with the fact that Queen Naomi is coming back, and of course they have no choice than to see that Queen Naomi return. And of course, we know that there are some of them who are already silently, they are already tense, like there's silent tension in their hearts among the Oloris already, as Queen Naomi's return becomes more likely. Okay? Excuse me. So that tension is there, and going, especially Igbi, who is already thinking of her position, Blow Blow, who is also thinking of Nami the palace, or Nami the welcome guests and all that. Because the fact is, Queen Nami's presence alone is already giving them a kind of, like making them feel so uncomfortable. Now, who is threatened among them? Who are the Oloris who are threatened? Igbi, we know she is already threatened because of her position. Blood Blue also, how is she going to cope in the palace duty, as she's the one welcoming guests and all that? What of Ebony, in terms of Queen Naomi's position as a spiritual person? Now she will now be thinking, if she comes now as a prophetess, how will she now cope with her own side? It means they will just pack her like this one side, because the truth be told, right now Ebony is actually feeling like she's the Jagaban of them all, because of the fact that she's the only one there doing all the spiritual matters and all that. But Queen Naomi's case is different, because Queen Naomi don't have to come and do all those things or do all that thing. And when she would see, she would talk. And when she was in the palace, she revealed so many things to Kabiyesi, and these things always make Kabiyesi to be so happy with Queen Naomi, because when you know that you have a woman who is spiritually inclined, who before anything happens she has seen it. You don't have to consult before you see. You don't have to consult before you know. You just have somebody that will just wake up and tell you that, see what is to happen, see what you are going to do, and these things are settled amicably. Now, who is in support of Queen Naomi's return? Like we know, Dr. Lizzie and Dr. Lizzie and Gospel, because for their own different reason why they are actually supporting Queen Naomi's return. So all these things is like giving mixed feelings right now in the palace among these Olori, because obviously we have only 1 throne. And Queen Naomi coming, it will be seven women in the palace with 1 throne. So it means the duties now, everybody is like, how are we going to do it? Because already they've seen that there might just be kind of, attention might be less on them, that Queen Naomi might have more attention from Kabiyesi. Is the palace big enough for 7 queens? These are the things some people are actually asking. Is the palace really big enough to contain 7 queens? And of course, like we've heard before, they said the palace is a very big and massive. Kabiyesi prepared himself, like he prepared everything down, even though he never knew that he would be bringing so many wives, because he is a man who believes in one man, one wife. But because of the situation of things, that was why he decided to bring in this many women, so that all this issue of you bring this woman, it goes, will now be settled. And that was how he actually settled the whole thing. And ever since he got married to these 6 women, we have never heard that anyone has left, even though we have heard different speculations in the past. You are welcome back again to my channel. Nice meeting you here once again. It is my pleasure to have you here. If you have been watching, you have not subscribed, subscription is free. All you need to do is just to tap on that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, so whenever I drop my videos, you get notified. Come down the comment section and drop your opinion, what you feel about this very gist, and share so that others will learn one or two. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget that all these are all alleged speculated stories. They are not for sound information. My correct people, they said it's not a small thing. So right now, they said Kabiyesi is just in all this, in the midst of all this thing. But of course, Kabiyesi has said it before that even if he marries 100, that there's a space for them. Because Kabiyesi actually prepared the palace so big, like they have different quarters that some people there, Kabiyesi have not even touched, because he makes sure that he has more than enough space just in case he has to do. Kabiyesi love crowd. He loves seeing people around him. And being the first class monarch, he decided to build that palace to this big edifice, because the palace, the way it was before he came into power, was not the way is not the way it is now, because he has to do some renovation, some rebuilding and all that, just because he knows that he loves people, and definitely he will be welcoming different guests from all walks of life. So because of that, now that is why Kabiyesi decided to go on expansion, massive expansion for the palace. So when we talk of if this palace will be enough to contain 7 women, it's more than enough, because Kabiyesi, as an architect and as an engineer, he knows exactly what he has put in place. And that's the reason why, even with Queen Naomi returning back, he knows exactly what to do. He has prepared everything. In fact, he's not thinking about where Queen Naomi stays. Already everything is being prepared down. But it's Queen Naomi that has not really shown this kind of interest, or she has not really decided to take the move of returning back to the palace. Otherwise, everything is planned out. Kabiyesi is a man who plan ahead. He has already planned for that, because of course he knows that Tadenikawo might want to return back to the palace, and what Tadenikawo might decide to drag the mom back to the palace. So what if they return? Where will they be? So Kabiyesi has planned for all this. And that's the reason why when Oloris heard about anything that has to do with Queen Naomi's return, he's always giving them some kind of mixed feelings because of attention. They are feeling that will they still get the attention they are getting for Kabiyesi? How will it be when Queen Naomi return? What will be their fate in the palace? Will things still flow the way it used to be before? Because they know that Queen Naomi is spiritually inclined. And when it comes to political, she is also very there. Because when people love you so much, politically you are there. People will always want to support you. People always want you to be the one, do this, want to be the one, do that. People always want to see you. So you can see that when it comes to playing politics in the palace, Queen Naomi will definitely win, and win over and over again, because of the fact that people love to see Queen Naomi. People love to hear Queen Naomi. People want to see her doing her thing in the palace. Reasons, even to Queen Naomi, she does not know. She does not know why people just love her like this. She does not know what she has done to command this kind of love and respect that people has for her. She herself, she often say that she can't even explain herself how things work out for her favor, like she does not know. And this Oloris know, and that is why they feel threatened. They feel, tense up whenever they hear Queen Naomi's return to the palace. So my correct people, do you think that all these things we are hearing is going to be so? Or do you think that Oloris are really, they are really feeling threatened that Queen Naomi will return? Or do you think that it's just mere speculations, that people are just speculating about all those things? What is your take on this very, issue? Come down in the comment section and drop your opinion, what you feel, and let us hear from you as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for standing by. I love you all. I appreciate you. God bless you. Till I come your way again, have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.